Week 12 of the college football season shook up the rankings and delivered some unforgettable moments. Oklahoma stunned Alabama on the road, Texas A&M pulled off a historic comeback against South Carolina, Georgia dominated Texas, and Notre Dame rolled past Pitt. Navy's upset of South Florida added intrigue to the Group of Five race, while Ohio State, Indiana, Ole Miss, Oregon, and Texas Tech all recorded important wins to keep playoff hopes alive. Ohio State remains at the top after a commanding 48-10 win over UCLA. The Buckeyes' ground game churned out 222 yards, and Ryan Day's defense limited the Bruins to the same, keeping their unbeaten record intact. Indiana continues to impress with an 11-0 start after a 31-7 victory over Wisconsin, led by quarterback Fernando Mendoza's incredible efficiency. Texas A&M overcame a 28-point first-half deficit to edge South Carolina 31-30, with Marcel Reed throwing for over 400 yards. Georgia proved why it's a powerhouse, overpowering Texas 35-10 with a dominant ground attack and timely scoring after a clutch onside kick. Oregon cruised past Minnesota, with Dante Moore completing nearly every pass and the Ducks' rushing game piling up 179 yards in a 42-13 triumph. Ole Miss secured a 34-24 victory over Florida, highlighted by Quen Lacey's 224 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, while Texas Tech rolled past UCF 48-9 behind a lockdown defense that has held 10 of 11 opponents under 20 points. Oklahoma's 23-21 upset at Alabama showcased a stout defense and special teams play, including an interception returned for a touchdown. The Crimson Tide, despite outgaining the Sooners, fell victim to costly turnovers. Notre Dame handled Pitt 37-15, with Jeremiah Love leading the offense and the defense contributing an interception return and 4 sacks. BYU bounced back from a loss to dominate TCU 44-13, while Georgia Tech edged Boston College 36-34 thanks to quarterback Haynes King's heroics. Miami shut down NC State 41-7, showing balance on both sides of the ball. Texas saw playoff hopes dim after a 35-10 loss to Georgia, while Utah's 55-28 win over Baylor highlighted a punishing rushing attack. USC rallied past Iowa 26-21, Michigan survived a 24-22 escape at Northwestern, and Virginia rebounded with a 34-17 win over Duke. Tennessee handled New Mexico State 42-9, and North Texas crushed UAB 53-24 behind Caleb Hawkins' 5 rushing touchdowns. James Madison dominated Appalachian State 58-10, Missouri returned to the rankings with a 49-27 win over Mississippi State, and Tulane defeated Florida Atlantic 35-24 to keep their conference title hopes alive. With the season entering its final stretch, every game carries playoff implications, and the top 25 is set for more shakeups as teams chase conference titles and college football playoff dreams. Big matchups and historic performances continue to define a thrilling 2025 season.